I'm Josh Zuckerman, and this is PopStop TV. That's a tongue twister.
I love your shirt. You're definitely in the spirit tonight. Punk, right?
Yeah, Punk magazine. This is the actual illustrations on the cover of the Punk magazine issues.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it seems like you're a big fan.
Well, I'm a big fan now. I mean, I had heard of punk music, and I had heard of CBGB, and I had heard of Punk magazine, but I didn't know the history of it, and I didn't know the guy behind it. I mean, the guy who literally drew this, and it's become a phenomenon, is here tonight, John Holmstrom, and that's who I play in the movie. It was a fantastic guy, and extremely talented.
Really incredible, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of challenging to play someone who's still living. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
they can always watch it, and then they're always criticizing.
Yeah.
They saying like this, they like that.
Absolutely.
The deceased ones are so much easier. So,
Well, yeah.
right? So what was the pressure like for you? You know, just to do research on him and to make sure you really nail his character.
Well, you know, it goes both ways. I mean, there was the pressure because he was going to see it, of course, and he was going to have his own opinion about it.
Yeah.
But then there was also the details that you could garner from talking to John, having conversations. And then at the same time, you know, John said something interesting, which is true. Is, you know, nobody really people might know the name John Holmstrom, but they don't know what John looks like, and they might not know what he acts like. You know, if I was playing, you know, someone like Mark Twain, well, that's a little more notoriety, and so in that way, it had some freedom, and John gave me that freedom. He granted me that freedom to play him with the essence of or what I represent in the story as John Holmstrom, and that's, you know, this youthful spirit that Punk magazine, I think, embodied as well in reality.
I like it. Can't wait to get his inputs on it. Now, if the venue was still around nowadays, what kind of acts do you think we'll get to see from it?
What do you mean, like names of bands?
Names, bands, people, individuals.
I'm sure it would be. I feel like it would be more tame. I don't know that I could give you names because I'm not so much into the popular culture. I mean, other than movies.
Okay, so basically you're saying like One Direction, The Wanted. Is it going to be a little pop, less punk rock and roll?
I would say it's a little more pop, and I would hope that there is an underground of that nowadays, but I don't know that there is so much anymore. I think that had to happen in order for the pop, and maybe it'll go back. Like, things tend to go this way and back this way, so right now it seems a little poppy. Yeah.
So, yeah, because I want to see like the real rock and roll, you know, sex, drugs, rock and roll, none of that poppy stuff.
Yeah. No, it's more fun, for sure.
It is more fun, all these rules and regulations nowadays.
Yeah. No,
So for like all the punk rock fans and rock and roll fans who are going to watch the film, what kind of a message do you hope that they get from it?
You know, I think that what I'm really hoping, and somebody asked me something like this before, is I really am hoping that people remember or are educated about what CBGB was and what it represented to the people at the time, and the people who are still alive who look back on it fondly, and the opportunity it provided for so many bands, and really for music to have a chance to explore and evolve, and to maybe it became, I don't want to say it became pop, because that's probably a criticism to punk. It's not. It's
Become a little bit more mainstream.
Yeah, perhaps, but so much was allowed to be played there that you know, Hilly Crystal provided this venue where other people couldn't have a chance to play, and without that, who knows where music would be, or how many great songs, or, you know, great moments in people's lives listening to songs would be lost had CBGB not have been there.
For more celebrity interviews, log on to popstoptv.com. Pop culture for the next generation.